Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Captain America himself, Ryan Hunter Reay, of course, driving the number 23 or Dreyer Reimold Racing in the Indianapolis 500. Welcome back to the Indy 500, Ryan.
Yeah, thanks. Great to be back. It's it was kind of nice to take a year off. I've been in IndyCar for almost 20 years, and 12 of that was with the same team. So it was nice to take a year off, get a little perspective, come back re-energized and focused.
Well, what's it like to, how did this opportunity come about?
I'd been talking with Dennis Reinbold. He reached out probably in October, and we had been talking for months about it. I was keeping all my options open. There were other opportunities, and this one was a really good fit, for a lot of reasons. The team focuses on Indy just as I am. And it really came down to people. The people there. I had worked with quite a few of them in the past. And I know that a lot of them have worked with some of the big teams. And, everybody has a really good reputation. And I'm and it feels that way. Now that I'm with the team, I'm really enjoying my time there. Working with, my engineer, Todd Bowen. He won the race in 2004. He came back to IndyCar because he loves it. And my crew chief from Andretti Autosport that was on the 28 car with me, he's here now as well. So a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah. So I know that it has been an interesting few days for the team, obviously with Stefan's injury, and then obviously Graham coming in to fill in and substitute. What has the past few days been like, for this team, and what's it going to be like, working with Graham?
Yeah, I really feel, for Stefan. It's really unfortunate what happened there. He's undergoing surgery now. Great teammate, great friend of mine, and just hurts to see him in the position that he's in. But Graham was the right fit for many reasons. He's he's tight with the Wilson family, one of my best friends in the paddock as well. So it just made too much sense for Graham to be the fill-in for Steph.
Yeah. What's it like to be, just to be back? I know, as you said earlier, you spent 20 years in IndyCar. What's it like to, be back in a car after a year off?
It's a lot of fun, really. Like I mentioned before, it allowed me to come back kind of re-energized. When you're in that grind for 20 years, you almost can't see the forest for the trees sometimes. It's like you just need to kind of refresh and get out and kind of hit the reset button, and that's what it feels like. But no, getting back in the car was just like it's like riding a bike, right away, especially around Indy. This place is so special to me and to so many others, but it was I got right back to it real quick.
I always, every time I ask you this around this time, I have to feel like I have to the win in 2014. How often how often do you think about it around this time?
Think about it all the time during May. Obviously it's a big one. I've had a few that I've gotten away that I feel like should have won, 2016, 2017, just to name a few. And that's what keeps you coming back, is you realize just how much it means to you when you get that close and don't pull it off. So, 2014 was obviously is one of those races that'll go down in history as one of the best finishes in IndyCar, Indy 500 history. So proud to be a part of it, and hope to recreate another one like it.
Yeah. Also, I know that, IndyCar, you have the Indy 500, and then you start the SRX season coming up here fairly soon in a few months. What's that going to be like to get behind one of those things again?
Oh, it's still, I'm still learning process for me. I learned a whole lot last year. Learning from the best, obviously. You got a bunch of cup champions out there, and IndyCar champions. It's deep competition, and like I said, it's something completely different from anything I've ever done, and that's why I wanted to do it. I mean, that's really why I wanted to be put in a strange environment and learn something new, and to be able to have an opportunity to race against guys like Tony Stewart. and you see the guys that are coming this year. There's more Cup drivers coming in, right? Keselowski, Kyle Busch. I mean, geez, it's gonna be cutthroat competition, no doubt.
What tracks are you most looking forward to? Because you got Motor Mile, Thunder Road, Berlin, Stafford, of course you ran before, and then of course going to with Lucas Oil and then Eldora, the 2 dirt tracks. So what are you most looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Eldora. I'm looking forward to the dirt tracks. I had a lot of fun on them. I finished 4th the last one, so I was heading in the right direction, running with Matt Kenseth there at the end of that race, and that's what I really look forward to. I'm looking forward to going back to Stafford. It'll be my first time kind of repeating something in the SRX car, so that'll be cool. But Eldora is the highlight on the schedule for me.
Yeah, for sure. And then of course going into this race, what are you guys going to focus on carb day on Friday? What's some of the biggest things that you need to do to get ready for the big day on Sunday?
So the 2 things that we really need to do is figure out what downforce we're going to run. It's always the big equation here, trying to figure out, you can pile a bunch of downforce on the car. It's going to feel better in traffic, but you're not going to be able to lead too much with all that drag. So trying to figure that out. And then we're just trying to tweak the balance a little bit. I need to get rid of a little bit of exit push. So, we need to make those front tires, those Firestones work a little bit longer through the corner, especially in heavy traffic. I think everybody's kind of dealing with something similar, but we're close. I feel like we're almost there on the car balance. So we do have some important things we need to work on Friday.
Yeah. All right. Well, Ryan Hunter Reay, thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us, and best of luck at the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500 on Sunday.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me on. Good to see you again. We'll see you here soon at an SRX race.